Well, I won't say finally start to take it seriously, but it really started to hit home when I realized a lot of activities I could not participate in. And I felt that it could be holding my son back as well, because there's things that he would like to do and things that were good for him activity wise. But at the weight that I was in physical level, I was not able to keep up with him so that he could participate in a lot of things that would be helpful for him. So I did start to exercise a little more, and right in the middle of that, I ended up injuring my foot, my peroneal tendon. Okay, so the next major catalyst that really motivated me to really get something done was, you guessed it, COVID, the pandemic. Now, one of the common denominators with not being able to survive the illness was obesity. And even though I had started to lose some weight at that point in time, I was still considered obese. So as you can see, or maybe not see, as you can hear, it can be challenging sometimes trying to record things around here. Overweight, and my age as well. When the virus first hit, I was 49, going on 50. I don't think I mentioned my full age yet, but right now I am 52 and a half. And during that time period when they were deciding who would live, who would die, many people age over 50, they would not consider anymore once they ran out of vents. So I knew at that point I really needed to do something in case I did contract this, so that I could survive. Thankfully, to date, knock on wood, I have not tested positive. Who knows, maybe I'm the host, I don't know. But through multiple courses of the vaccine, boosters, and just working in the thick of the pandemic, some way or another, I guess I developed maybe some form of super immunity. I don't know, maybe. Now, granted, this is just the introductory video. I just want to give you a little background of why I decided to do this, a little bit of what happened, and I really want to talk about what is to come, certain topics that I would like to discuss that a lot of people have questions on with anyone who has gone through a fairly massive weight loss. At my heaviest, I probably was around, I would say maybe about 275. I know when I hit around 270, I just completely avoided the scale at that point, because it was almost heartbreaking to see that my weight had risen to that level, and I could no longer hide it, like I mentioned before, by my height or by my body type. It was there. It was, looking at me like, yeah, girl. For weight loss, the actual number, even though I never imagined I would reach that number on the scale, my actual goal number was 181 pounds. I'm 5'9", so at that height with that weight, some people think that I actually weigh less than I actually did. That was the weight when I was in my mid-20s, and I actually liked myself. I liked my body at that age with that weight. So that was something that I always set as my goal. During that time period, I did start to work with a personal trainer and started to take up hiking. The personal trainer asked, what were my goals? What did I want to look like? What was my ideal body type? And my response to that question was Katniss Everdeen. Even though I never imagined I would reach that number. Through the pandemic, it was the election year, and there was a whole lot of potential civil unrest going on at that time. So I just wanted to be ready. Granted, I of course, as a woman, I did want to maintain femininity, but I did at that time employ a lot of weightlifting to kind of help to help me reach my goal. And not long after really getting into the groove, really doing some really intense workouts, I needed to have surgery done, and unfortunately I did have a major setback during this journey as a result of the surgery. I couldn't work out the way that I was doing before, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. I suffered from a condition called pudendal neuralgia, vulvodynia, and it's a pretty debilitating complication, something that men can also experience as well. But we'll talk about that in depth a little more and why exactly it hindered my path. Now then, I discussed in the beginning Instagram, TikTok. I do some other videos, some other silly things. Some are directly tied into the girl versus cupcake, and then I need to talk about what that means as well. I am a stress eater. One of the things I usually turn to when I'm stressed out are sweets, cake usually, but cupcakes. And so one of my vices is eating cupcakes, eating sweets, trying to avoid the dreaded cupcake. Hence the term girl versus cupcake. I'm an old lady, but I think the girl, that worked better than elderly woman versus cupcake. I post a lot of the early journey, especially like the workouts and some of the meal preps and things, some early pictures of some of the changes I was experiencing on Instagram. So those are still there. And again, that handle is Charlie3, CHRLY3. You'll see the link to that at the end of this video. And just know that, my goal for Instagram and for this channel as well is just to provide information and to show what can happen, what your potential could be if you're in a situation like mine. And it's not my goal to become America's next top Instagram model, although I may, throw in a thirst shot here and there. They're not really thirst shot, but I worked hard, and I am proud of what I have accomplished, especially since with what I had gone through, potentially I may not have ever been able to reach this goal. So yeah, I will, topic I really want to talk about is skin. What's going on with my skin? A big problem that a lot of people have when they lose weight, like I have. For me, I'm at like about between 80 and 90 consistently. My weight does fluctuate 5 to 10 pounds, which is normal. I'm a woman, I have hormones, so it's normal to have that water weight back and forth. And I try to avoid the scale because for me that is a trigger. So I will not be one of those posting my weight daily. I don't do that. That bothers me. If it starts to go up crazy, then I go eat a whole bunch of cupcakes, and then for sure I will gain weight. Loose skin conundrum, I'll go over that, and other health-related topics, health remedies, simple fixes to our bodies, and just throwing a little fun stuff here and there too. So bear with me. I thank you in advance for at least getting this far. If you've gotten this far into the video, again, please like, share, subscribe, check it out, and hopefully you can get some good information from this. Again, my name is Shelly, Charlie3. You can follow me on Instagram, and please, again, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again.